so much for waiting for us. We had a few issues started. My name is Eldion. I'm co-casting here with LxTRex. We are just about to get started.
Yeah, and we have an exciting game for you between Liquid Metal and Flint Tropics. I'll tell you that Liquid Metal won the coin toss. They chose first pick, and then Flint Tropics decided to take us to Volskaya Foundry. So here we are in draft. Let's see what happens.
And we're going to move things a little quickly just to do our starts. We're already into the draft mode.
Yeah, we were trying to rush things forward a little bit just because we were a little late starting, as you guys noticed. Quesadilla says the music's
It's a little loud.
Murden banned out by Liquid Metal. I think that Murden's got to be a target ban, because in my little bit of scouting that I did, Flint Tropics likes to play the Murden.
And we see a Sonya ban as well, kind of being expected. In our initial scouts, we did see a high preponderance of Sonya by both players.
Absolutely. And, I mean, Sonya's just very popular in the meta right now. That W build is devastating. Music loud. Really loud.
I just tried to give it a bit of a lower. Ooh.
The music is also, like, overlapping with your voice.
Interesting. All right, thanks for letting us know. We will try and fix it here pretty quickly.
Lunara ban. Hey, chat, is that better?
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get it a little better. We'll get it working a bit for you. And,
we got a Cassia ban and a Zul'jin pick.
As well as a Chromie and a Lucio.
Wow, they are not messing around. Those are quick picks.
Everybody's moving quick here. I think this late start everybody wants to get the show rolling here.
I think so.
But give us if you're still hearing some voice issues, let us know, and we will try and adjust a bit.
Yeah, please do.
In our testing, we were working operational, so we'll do some fine tuning.
Mm-hmm. But talking about the draft, Chromie, that first pick is really common. Lucio is also really strong, and I like the Diva Uther pick. Do you think that's a heals Uther or a tank Uther?
I think it's got to be a heals Uther, but this is interesting because on Liquid Metal, their main tank, I believe, is rotated out this round. So we'll see if somebody else is going to step into that role, or they're going to just try and go a bit more of a bruiser meta.
Very possible. I mean, Diva, you got another frontliner in there, another bruiser. It could work.
We ban a Mei, you ban a Murden, you ban an ETC.
Falstad.
So with a great skin, I do have to say. 1,200 shards, though, it's a little expensive.
I know, you were really excited about it the other day.
I was. And
a Mal'Ganis. You don't see Mal'Ganis very often. I'm excited.
This is a very interesting draft. Some heroes that don't always make it out of the drafting pool.
Right? I mean, I am a little scared for Liquid Metal though. Chromie Falstad is a really strong damage pair. That is really strong.
I'll be curious if Liquid Metal is gonna a Vala to try and counter that, and a Tyrael. So definitely a nice bulky front line with your Tyrael, Diva, and Uther.
Yeah. You also don't see Tyrael very often. Two not common tank picks here for this game.
I'm shocked that Joanna is not banned and was not chosen. It's probably
right?
one of the rarities.
Right? When is Joanna not in the game? Eldion's volume is lower than T-Rex by a fair bit.
T-Rex likes to yell a lot, I have to be honest. let me give myself a bit of a bump here to make it a bit easier for you. And a Gaslow as a final pick.
Really strong. You know, a lot of people made it through bans that you don't see. Chromie, Falstad, Gaslow, those guys are usually banned out.
Yeah.
But looking at these two drafts, what do you think? Who do you think?
Oh, it's an interesting one. I have to think that this Falstead Chromie combo, they're going to be able to put such high damage numbers out onto the field. I'm really curious how that's going to play out. But
Yeah.
I do like the team comp a bit more for in terms of team fights on Liquid Metal.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Liquid Metal has two auto attackers, but there's no blinds on Tropics side. So they should be able to. Zul'jin's going to just get the stack over and over again. Mal'Ganis needs to dive a lot. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. So as we're loading in here for a moment, I will just kind of pull you over to the kind of in game. Hopefully they load in quickly, and finally, just shy of 24 minutes in, we can have this game on the road.
Right? Absolutely. Thank you for bearing with us. Chat, let us know what you think about these team comps, who you think is going to win. Give us follows so that we can actually do voting and polls. We need to get to 50 before we're allowed to do that.
All right, here. So why don't you walk us through both teams again one more time? Why don't you walk us through Tropics?
All right. Flint Tropics in the blue shorts. Gazlo, Aesop on the Gazlo. California Rascals on Mal'Ganis, Soul Limit on Falstad, Blood Beast on Lucio, and Draven on Chromie. And then in the red shorts for Liquid Metal, Sir Tick on Vala, Brian O'Neill on Diva, Shane on Tyrael, Pad Zero on Zul'jin, and Night Knight, the solo support Uther. Let's get right into it, folks.
All right, so already seeing Diva going top lane. A little bit of a 4v5 situation in the beginning, and we'll see if the Falstead and Chromie can just start poking away here.
Yeah, right? They have a lot of range. They have a lot of damage. Sun's coming in from Mal'Ganis in the sleep. Can they confirm anything? Doesn't look like it. But they do clear the wave first and get wave prio here and are rotating up already.
You already see Falstead and Mal'Ganis moving up, working through one lane. You have Gazlo on the bottom. I suspect that
this Zul'jin's getting very low.
Absolutely.
Now, do you see this lane set up by Liquid Metal? This is very atypical for this map. Usually
Absolutely.
You see Bruiser bottom lane from the Gazlo, but Diva's up top.
You kind of see this 1-3-1 situation, but, a 1-3-1 against a Diva, are you really even able to do that much? Let's find out.
That's true. They're trying to gank her right now.
And
Is she going to get away?
And she's getting away.
What was that? 100 health left on that mech?
Pretty much. You see Uther coming in to help a bit.
Give those heals, but Uther doesn't have a lot of heals. A lot of his kit revolves around giving armor.
Absolutely.
And preventing the damage even happening.
And now we have back to a kind of seems to be a bit more of a rotating stack as Uther, Tyrael, Vala going back up top to clear their lane. Now the group seem to be coalescing a bit more into your standard setup. We'll see that we have Gazlo already on the camp with Lucio, Falstead coming to help out a bit.
Yeah, they want to get this camp out early. The more items you can get on this map, the better.
And you can see kind of in the corner you have Chromie, who's almost playing ward defense as she's just chucking sandblasts on the other side of the map here.
That is a really, really far forward Chromie. That would scare me personally.
Yeah.
But you see blue team getting soaked for free up in top. Pushing
Both
right
teams
in.
Turrets and definitely even at the bottom, you have Diva and Gazlo who are just going to be trading blows all game, trying to get that experience.
Right.
This is going to be, it's interesting. The Chromie Falstead combo are just kind of poking at that Zul'jin, but he'll keep getting stronger as a result of it, at least during these team fights.
Yeah, and he's already got a couple of stacks there. It looks like close to 25. That's pretty good for 2 minutes into the game.
Absolutely. Looks like Falstead, Lucio, maybe going to start their siege. Deciding to not.
The red team, though, looks like they want to get this out before objective starts.
Absolutely.
And we see blue team starting their channel.
Yep, and red team's taking siege. All right, so timer's on for blue, 10% already.
Let's see what red team wants to do here. Do you think they'll try to soak a little bit, catch up in levels while they wait?
You see the Vala up at top lane pushing with the siege. You have Diva at the bottom. I don't know if they even are going to go in at all or if they're just going to wait at the end.
Yeah, and
it's tough there.
No, go ahead.
Gazlo has a turret. plus his own turrets. That is early
Yes,
game.
he
That's really
does.
hard to get across.
Right? And so the thing about this map is that for those who don't know, the protector is kind of bad. It doesn't do that much for you. So that's I think why you see these teams not too eager to fight over it if they don't have to.
Absolutely. So we've seen the trade. Liquid Metal now controlling point. Looks like now Gannis slowly coming down. It looks like there might be the first team fight going on here.
Mal'Ganis walking right into the middle. He gets stunned by Uther. He takes a lot of damage immediately. Is he going to get out alive?
They're tracking down
Maybe.
Zul'jin at the end there. Zul'jin's out with 175 HP. Mal'Ganis is down. Turrets are dropped.
1-0 for Flint Tropics. Liquid Metal. 2-0 for Liquid Metal.
Tyrael gets out with just 99 HP.
Yeah. And I mean, Flint Tropics is really close to confirming these kills. They just need a little bit more damage to secure them.
And the mech is down.
First objective goes over to Liquid Metal.
Tyrael Vala jumping in, going right to top. Gonna see if they can knock out that fort wall. Towers.
And again, that's the interesting thing about this objective. There's no forts down. You're obviously not getting to a structure really. So what you see teams do is you see them go up and say, we want to make our next fight over this objective a little bit easier. So we take out one of these turrets. I think they wanted to get that Moonwell.
Ooh.
That's why.
They just knocked out Lucio. Really nice job by the mech to isolate.
Yeah,
him
well
away there.
done. The number of times that I think I'm safe near those mechs and then I get bursted down by the laser and the all of the damage
gun.
coming out of it. Yeah.
A giant energy ball. Looks like it belongs in a Dragon Ball universe.
And here it is. You see this team saying, we want this well. There it is.
Yeah. And even though the mech didn't really get as much done as they maybe would have were thinking, that the team was able to finish off 2 towers, a wall, and a Moonwell, and now they're going to retreat and going back to their lanes. You see Gazlo and Diva both getting their respective turrets, and they're right back down to the bottom. They are farming experience left and right. Liquid Metal, first team to hit 10. T-Rex, why don't you walk us through the heroic choices?
All right, we have them coming out. I haven't seen all of them yet, but Uther with the Divine Storm, lots of stuns. Zul'jin, Taz, Dingo. Tyrael with Sanctification. Diva with Micro Missiles, and Vala has not picked yet.
And how about for Flint Tropics?
Flint Tropics, Gazlo with that Gravo Bomb. Gonna make some big plays. Mal'Ganis with Dark Conversion. Falstad, Hinterland Blast, Chromie with the Temporal Loop. That's different. Usually you see the Slowing Sands, and Lucio has not picked yet either. We're still waiting on Lucio and Vala for those ult choices.
We just got a lot of rotating going on.
Chromie
Diva, though,
interrupting the rotations.
Yeah. Chucking sandblasts.
Diva's getting free soak in bottom.
Absolutely. And yet it's surprising because the experience is still very close between the two of them.
Yeah, and I have to say good job on Liquid Metal's part for catching up, because they were a little behind at the start of this.
And you can definitely see Chromie with her 2 echoes as she's just chucking sandblasts at towers. It's an interesting way to do siege damage, but it works. Zul'jin just kind of farmed over the siege on his own for a moment there.
And that's actually cool. I'm looking at Chromie's talents. You don't often see Q-Build played, so I'm excited to see how it goes.
Absolutely. Zul'jin's trying to trap down Lucio, but he'll escape. You have Falstad and Mal'Ganis on their side working siege. They've done a very good job, both teams, of keeping the siege relatively balanced.
Mm-hmm. The last thing you want is to just kind of miss one of those cycles and just if once you get behind on taking those camps, you're always behind for the rest of the game. So you got to keep up.
Absolutely. Flint Tropics starting the boss.
This is
I use the word boss very loosely.
Wow, good for them.
Absolutely.
A temporal loop from the Chromie onto the Vala. Is Vala going to get out alive? Just barely, but no, they confirm the kill.
There's
the
Grav
kill.
Bomb, hitting 3 of them. Diva's down. Nice job. Nice job with the Hinterland Blast.
And the sound barrier is going to come out to keep ASAP alive. Wow, well done on the side of Flint Tropics. 2 for 1. Very
really
well done.
Nice.
They get 13s first.
And they did not need to drop their healing item from the boss.
Oh, they did not. They still have that. They're going to get to step on this point first and start that timer.
And you'll see Chromie up in here in the corner with her double echoes just pounding away at the tower.
Hey, it's a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage. I like
When you
the
got
Q-Bill.
It's very fun. It really is. So usually the reason you don't take Q build is that level 1 talent that gives you vision every 25 seconds can be really, really powerful. But
Plus the
if you
ability
don't think
power.
you need it, that's true. It is 10 spell power. But if you don't think you need it and you just want more Chromie damage,
Oh.
hey, power to him.
Well, Liquid Metal's back up and have taken over the control of the point. We saw this last time.
Yeah,
Liquid Metal
Aesop now has to...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Flint Tropics had it for the first 70% and then just couldn't get back on top of it and ultimately didn't get the mech.
Right. Yeah, because you see Aesop has to go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like Chromie is going to try and go grab a turret before they come back, and, Gazla's still just taking that experience at the bottom.
Yeah, it's what, 2% a second, I think? I never remember exactly, but, they still have 20 seconds.
Looks like they needed to pick up that turret there for a moment.
They got it.
Got there in the end.
Chromie knows. The screen cropped for it's ultra wide Dynasty.
I like to think he gives a bit of a wide angle lens, but you'll have some up and down at the top there.
This objective goes over to Liquid Metal, but a fight breaks out. Gravo Bomb comes out.
Uther is down. Falstad was able to get him out in the back line. Now working on Tyrael.
The Chromie Falstad damage is just too much.
Wow. Tyrael was able to finish off Mal'Ganis from beyond the grave there, but wow.
That was quite a bloodbath.
Absolutely.
Full team wipe on the side of Liquid Metal. Really well done by Flint Tropics. They said, you know what, you can have this objective. We're just going to kill you.
Obviously, no value out of that mech there. And now they're going to see how much they can siege damage do up top.
Yeah, might as well get some structure damage while you can.
Tyrael's coming back first.
Yeah, we see Liquid Metal respawning, getting up here to the time stop.
Right into the
Just
time stop.
Rude. It's so rude. Getting hit by 3 Qs takes half of Tyrael's health.
There's
the temporal loop.
Yep. And let's not forget that this is the two level gap now going on between Liquid Metal
and
Flint Tropics.
I hadn't noticed. Though having 16s online is really big. That's, I guess, your third best power spike in the game.
Yep, Mal'Ganis and the team now taking the boss again. Unable to be contested.
No, you can't.
Uther sees it, but just Chromie just rude with these time stops. Just
right.
You're minding your business. You're walking in. Let's take a look at what's going on down bottom. Once again, our Gazlo and Diva just trading blows, soaking experience.
Gazlo's gotten a little bit more tower damage here, which is going to be good for Objective C. That's nice.
Absolutely.
Turret comes out on Liquid Metal. Oh, but a fight breaks out in mid. Lots of ults used, but no confirmations.
Diva's out of the mech. She's grav bombs coming in. Hits the Diva. Zul'jin does escape. Tyrael's out as well. A grav bomb, a hinterland blast. Really, really nice comboing going on.
Ice Queen BB is asking in chat if you could show some talent choices again,
if
you wouldn't mind. Oh, thank you.
It's up. Well, and both
just leave
teams
it up
have
there.
hit their 16s. Yeah.
That was a really good fight on the side of Flint Tropics. You could tell that they have this combo planned out.
Chromie just holding everybody at bay. Just sandblast to the turrets. You'll see Mal'Ganis and Falstad heading back up top. They're going to clear the wave, deal with the remaining siege minions, and maybe we'll see if they push out that fort.
Oh, Gazlo is a little overextended
looks like
here.
Gazlo's extended here. Here comes the Zul'jin. Uther's on their way.
Uther might go down here, though, from the Chromie. Now, this is a 3v5 here.
Turret's down. It looks like Lucio's playing for the retreat here. Nice job, though, getting Gazlo out. He was a bit extended there and could have turned differently very quickly.
Yeah, that temporal loop just to keep Uther away.
And Fujin with a raid of 14. I hope the other game there went well. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Fujin.
We're in game 1. Flint Tropics, Liquid Metal. It's
Very exciting so far. Flint Tropics is a little bit ahead in experience. Okay, a bit ahead in experience, but they don't have 20s yet. Liquid Metal still has 16, so they can contest here. But I think if they want to contest, they got to do it now.
absolutely. And Lucio's sitting on that point there for Flint Tropics, while the rest of the team is going to siege. You have a Diva up top who has to clear that wave. Tyrael on the way down. We're going to see if there's a fight breaking out here. Tyrael coming in from the back with Vala.
That temporal loop goes out onto the Tyrael with a grab bomb right behind him. Hits 3 team members. Hinterland blast.
And sandblasts left and right. Wow. Sound barrier comes out.
A really nicely done Taz Dingo to keep Zul'jin alive and get a counter kill.
Absolutely. Vala's fallen. Falstead has fallen. Mal'Ganis is down. Uther is down. Chromie's going to be in trouble there.
Can't quite confirm the Zul'jin, who got out with, I don't know, 20 health. That armor.
Lucio finishing off the fort there.
And goes back to channeling. He's got to get out, though.
I think it's
no longer safe.
Absolutely. I think it's time there.
Just get whatever he can and leave.
Does Liquid Metal channel here, or do they try and push out a fort with the 30 seconds they'll have?
I think they got to channel while they can. If they just give it up, that gives Flint Tropics the objective when they come back, and that pushes straight onto a keep, maybe even to core. A level 20 objective can push keep and core.
Speaking of level 20, Flint Tropic did hit their 20s during that fight. Why don't you walk us through their level 20 talent choices?
Gazlo with a miniature black hole. The more people he hits, the more cooldown he gets. Mal'Ganis, Wrath of Nethraza. I don't play much Mal'Ganis. Sorry, I don't see that all very often. Falstad with the Nexus Frenzy, increased range, more attack speed. Lucio House Party, more healing. And Chromie, just that Q build, Piercing Sands. Going to be devastating.
Absolutely. And while you were going through that, you saw that Liquid Metal did steal the turret from Flint Tropics' side. We'll see if they'll take a 2v0 kind of turret option during the next team fight.
I think that was smart of them. Get like a little bit more value while you channel here, and now they're doing what they need to. They're backing off and trying to get 20s.
Absolutely.
But Gazlo's coming in.
Nice stun by Vala. Ooh, Mal'Ganis just jumping into the fray. Temporal Sands is there. There's the sound barrier. A grav bomb.
But Mal'Ganis goes down.
Diva out of the mech, but looks like she'll be able to get to safety. Vala in the back, just kind of
Lucio goes down. That is quite the hearth for Vala.
Absolutely.
Risky backs. Risky backs.
And you see the range on that Chromie just finishing off Zul'jin.
Right.
Liquid Metal hitting their 20s in the midst of this.
It's a 3v3, but Vala's coming back real soon to make it a 4v3. Now that they have their 20s. Can they hold the point long enough? They don't even
on Diva. She's out of her mech.
But that baby Diva deals a lot of damage. She's exposed.
Backing up a bit there. A sand trap that's just on a conveyor belt. Nobody knows where it'll land.
Right. And that is objective number 3, going over to Liquid Metal, which is great for them. It's exactly what they needed. And where are they going to take this protector? It looks like mid, maybe?
I think
or
so.
top?
Flint Tropics has done a great job of just shutting down the mechs quickly and easily with their damage, so I'll be curious to see how much value they get here. And Aesop and his turrets just pinging away.
Wailing away. And the Chromie Q build, that's 3 Sandblasts simultaneously.
And that's another raid by Mongoose with a rate of 46. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us. We're right at the end here, and a Gravo Bomb goes out with a stun.
Uther had a nice stun, but that Chromie, 3 Sandblasts coming from different directions. It is tough to dodge.
Absolutely.
We are in the midst of Game 1, hoping it's going to take us to a Game 3 tonight. But and why don't you walk us through Liquid Metal's 20 talent choices?
Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about it. Vala taking Farfight Quiver. She wants more range. Diva, a Blade of Armor, 45% spell power. Tyrael, Holy Arena, increase the duration of Sanctification. Zul'jin, Armani, Resilience, gets healing back during Taz Dingo. And Uther, Divine Protection, increase Devotion's Armor to 50.
Fantastic. And this is the 3rd time that Flint Tropics has taken that boss. They've done a really good job finding opportunities to get that experience and the healing item.
Absolutely. One of the biggest things about this map is seeing how many items you can get, taking a fight with as many items as possible.
Mal'Ganis is jumping in. There's the Grav Bomb.
Oh,
Nice
well
Tazdingo by Zul'jin,
done.
kept him alive.
The sanctification as well from Tyrael coming out to keep them alive through all of the damage. Very, very well done by the Tyrael. Fujin can't hear game sounds.
Oh, well, that's new.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's...
Friends.
Thank you for telling us.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We will definitely look to get that sorted on game 2. Sorry about that. Vala's going to be in trouble. Oop. Mal'Ganis is stunned by Uther. Keep Vala alive, be able to pull back. Uther's running now, 50 life. Unfortunately, he goes down. 5v1 by Flint Tropics. They didn't pick up the turret. Falstead's going back for it. We're going to see what kind of push this is going to be here. Make the sound effects too. Absolutely.
I don't know if everybody watching wants to hear me make
flying in. Whoosh! Turret's down. They're working on the keep.
Oh, and they're going to dive this Vala as well.
They dive Vala. Chromie ulting to the Grav Bomb. It's a nice stagger.
Yeah, with 15 seconds until Tyrael comes back up, I think this game is going over to the side of Flint Tropics.
Absolutely. The turret is down. Pew, 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 pew. It's about the most you're getting out of me, but a nice first game. Not going to have enough time on Liquid Metal's side to come back and defend. Well, that is going to do it for game 1. Really nice job.
Yeah, very well played. Really well played by Liquid Metal, coming back from a 1916 talent deficit, getting all the way back up to 20s, taking another fight, winning an objective. And yeah, it just came down to one big level 20 fight late game.
I suspect we might see a Chromie ban following matches.
Yeah, I would think so. That Chromie did so much work. The interesting thing is Gravel Bomb usually needs some sort of something to set it up. It's very easy to walk out of the Gravel Bomb, but Temporal Loop does that very well. So that was really cool to see that ult get used because it's not often taken.
131,000 damage by Chromie there.
Wow, that is almost double Zul'jin's damage and Falstad damage. That is just really disgusting.
And frankly, that Gazlo, experience throughout the game, 25,000 experience. They had that level advantage over the course of multiple team fights.
Right. We got chat letting us know that our sound issues are still issues. This is why I wanted to do a dry run beforehand.
There were some technical issues at start, but we'll hope to get those sorted for game 2.
What a player. Yeah, he did do about as much as his entire team combined. It's just, I think if there's going to be a ban for next game, it is going to be that Chromie. There is just so much work put out from the Chromie.
Absolutely. So as we figure out what map 2 will be here, let's just recall the bans that took place at the beginning of the game. We didn't talk about it much given the accelerated nature of the start there. Here, can we walk through the bans that happened here?
Sure. Flint Tropics banned out Sonya and Cassia. That's the blue side. Then the winners of that first game. And Liquid Metal banned out Murden and Lunara. And I feel like we might still see the Sonya Cassia from Flint Tropics, but we might see the Murden and the Lunara bans change up a little bit. Commercial noises again. Can't hear you guys. Why do we have commercial noises going on?
That's a really good question. I actually turned them all off, so it's a rather interesting thing.
There's another commercial happening. What's happening? Word. It's like a sped song. LD, what we got going over there?
That's a great question. I think we've gotten the sound fixes going on for game effects. This is a perfect time, as always. I remind our listeners and viewers here that I take all praise and thanks and accolades during our casting, and all criticisms should go to T-Rex. So I can give you his phone number, his email, whatever you need, but you can send all of your technical issues that way, and he is in charge of fixing them. It's gone off 6 times since stream,
6
so that's
times.
interesting. That's a really interesting question. We will look to get that fixed.
I mean, if it's gonna go this whole game, jeez. We don't want that.
Yeah. Hopefully, you should start hearing some of the HOTS music in the background, meaning that the game effects are back online.
Ooh. All right, chat, talk to us. Let us know what you're hearing so we can fix this, because it's just as unenjoyable for us to hear. Can you send me his Grinder account info? Yeah. Hold on. Give me a
have
second.
to say though, not knowing that there was no sound effects throughout the game, and it took 20 minutes of play to recognize that. I take that as an ultimate compliment.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, chat.
Could somebody let me know, though, in chat if you're starting to hear the HOTS music in the background? I'm hoping we got that squared away for you all. Thank you, Anaressa. Absolutely. We hear Cursed Hollow music.
Got them HOTS noise. We hear Cursed Hollow music.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Justin. Much appreciated. Who picked map? Aesop picked map. That's
looks like map 2 is going to be Infernal Shrines.
And this one was, and that means Liquid Metal took first pick, leaving Tropics to pick Infernal Shrines as our game 2. You're not still, chat. You're not still hearing the NGS Stinger music, right?
I really hope not.
FT ready. Okay. Are we ready, Eldion?
We are
you
ready.
Want to let them know? Okay.
Look, I think that a Cho'Gall ban is really not a bad idea, because you only have to ban 1 for the price of 2.
Right.
Looks like we're about to start our draft. Hopefully you will not get Stinger music. I'm going to apologize in advance. Again, if you run into any issues, please take them up with T-Rex here.
That's absolutely right. My email, my phone number is not available for any of you because I don't actually want to hear it. But I do want to hear your criticism in chat. Stinger music.
Liquid Metal starting off the draft. First ban. I think you're going to see a Chromie ban?
I can't imagine you going after that. If I was on the receiving end of that Chromie, I would 100% be banning it here. Isn't seeded in tournament yet. Stinger music again. The music is back. What are you doing over there with your OBS, buddy?
No, I think the music is back end is a good thing. Or they're talking. Oh, we're not talking about the HOTS background, huh?
No. They're hearing the Stinger.
That's a really good question, and I just don't know the answer. I can't even. Honestly, I've turned it off in every aspect, and I'm just not quite sure where it's coming from.
Happy sounds.
To your point earlier, Silver Arrow, that they are not seeded in the tournament, I told both teams at the start I wanted them to think about this game as if it was their last, knowing full well that they have another game in the season, but that this is a life or death moment for both of them.
we want them really on edge for this game.
Yeah.
The Gazlo ban makes sense.
Absolutely.
The Gravo bomb was devastating.
And we see Cassia ban again for the second time here.
Are you switching scenes with a hotkey or manually? Oh, maybe you have a hotkey pressed.
I'm switching them
in
manually through the studio mode. There's the Falstead ban.
Not Chromie. Wow.
That's an interesting question, Joustin.
Both teams are number 1 seed then.
They are both number 1 seed.
That's how we're thinking about it anyway.
They are both number 1 seed, and they are both 1 spot away from the chopping block. Wow, look at that. Liquid Metal.
There it is. You know, you get a 3rd ban by picking somebody.
You have had your fun with Chromie, now it's our turn.
And we see Lunara coming out on the other side. I love Lunara. She gives great vision for Infernal Shrines. And the Lucio again. It was a good Lucio.
I will take you up on that as well. So the number to beat here is 131,000 in hero damage, a number that's obnoxiously high. We'll see if Sir TKPK is able to match it.
D.Va and Uther, similar picks from last game. You know, it worked. That worked. You know, might as well do it again. What do you think the next ban will be here?
That's a. I want to say maybe a Muradin.
Maybe.
All right. Obviously, what do I know?
What? Right?
Clearly,
you know, we put each other on the spot for
Flint
this
Tropics
exact
saying,
reason.
I don't like any of the heroes that we just played against. Same with Liquid Metal. We're going to either swap them or ban them out.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, people talk about how you shouldn't try to guess what they're going to do because then you look foolish, but we like to make each other look foolish. That's what we're here for. Entirely.
Although, I have said since day one, I always bet as Diablo as the first ban, and would be horribly wrong in this instance.
Rhaegar. You think? What do you think the Rhaegar ban is from?
I think it was to prevent that Zul'jin from being berserked, I suppose.
That's true.
And I either my eyes deceive me or we're getting a skin change midway through here.
You gotta have the right skin.
Absolutely.
It's the most important part about playing Huts.
So we are seeing a somewhat similar lineup to previous game. You have the D.Va, you have the Uther, the Mal'Ganis, the Zul'jin, the Lucio. But Infernal Shrine's very different kind of style map from Volskaya.
Yeah, you know, this objective actually does things. You want to push with it, which really changes your game plan.
Absolutely.
ATC and Raynor coming out to round out this team here.
Hey, look, if you ban a Vala, if I can't use my crossbows, I'll use my gun.
Right now, Flint Tropics only has one interrupt. I guess the Hogger gives them a second for the interrupt of the mosh pit.
All right, so give me your assessments, T-Rex. Both sides. Who you liking for the draft? I'll be honest.
Who am I liking?
I like Liquid Metal. I want a game 3. They could have drafted 3 Cho'Galls, and I still would be rooting for him here.
I mean, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm rooting for Liquid Metal here. Sorry, Flint Tropics. We just want to see a game 3. But in terms of draft, I don't know. It's close. Neither of them. I think Hogger gives them really good objective clear. Chromie also has good objective clear on the other side. So hard to say. I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to put my money on Liquid just for that game 3.
And to avoid some possible stinger music, where I'm going to keep the loading screen up. Oh, they just loaded in very quickly.
That was very fast. Yeah, you got Misos in chat commenting E2C onto the Zul'jin. Anytime E2C steps forward, it's going to give Zul'jin 5 stacks.
Absolutely. Alright, so run us through who's playing what again one more time.
Alright, in the blue shorts, Flint Tropics, Aesop on Hogger, California Rascals on Mal'Ganis, Solomon on Lunara, Bloodbeast on Lucio, Draven on Zul'jin, and then on the red side, Liquid Metal, we have Night Knight on Uther, Brian O'Neill on D.Va, Sir Tick on the Chromie this time, Pad Zero on Raynor, and ETC Shane 9110 rounding it out.
And just at the start here, you see Flint Tropics saying country music sucks. If I wasn't rooting for them not to win now, I certainly am now. How dare they?
You know, everybody's allowed their own preferences, you know?
Absolutely.
Guys, the music is still a thing.
All right, hopefully the music is going to turn off momentarily. So I do apologize for that, especially all the people who've rated us and are going to follow us so that we can have votes in chat. I assure you, T-Rex will have this all sorted and fixed for our next cap. A little bit of poking here. D.Va already up top against Hogger. Lunara already starting on the bottom wave. Interesting, you'll notice Chromie not going... Liquid Metal Chromie going on a W-style build and not the Q build with Sandblast.
You know, they want to play it differently. I think that means we're probably going to see a Slowing Sands. Wow, First Blood coming out already.
Absolutely, they were able to knock down Raynor there.
Nicely done on the side of Flint Tropics.
That sleep by Mal'Ganis is tough to work around.
Right? He just runs at you, and it's scary.
Absolutely. Fujin, thank you for letting me know we now have game sound.
Yeah, chat. Let us know how many times you hear the interrupting music. Keep a count for us.
I got a message from the composer of the Stinger. The royalty payments were not as high as he or she was hoping for when it was produced. So I'm just trying to help out there. You see Lunara, Mal'Ganis on the camp. They're about to be
invading
ganked.
this first camp.
Lucio Zul'jin trying to help out. This is tough. This is tough. Raynor's escaping.
Raynor goes down.
Is out. ETC not moving off that point. And it looks like
his damage goes down. I think he needs to get out quickly.
Absolutely. Wow.
Oh no.
That was a really bold idea there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And now Flint Tropics gone the other direction, saying we're going to invade your camp.
Yeah. D.Va's going to try to come down just to catch mid-soak in the meantime.
But with 4 of them, they just clear that so fast. Lunara back down to the middle lane, bottom lane. You have Hager up top looking at getting soak. He's going to see if he can start the Bruiser on his own there.
He's going to use his... Oh, no. Just missed it a little bit. He tried to set up the forever bounce.
And you see Liquid Metal is trying to deal with 6 siege minions over there as Flint Tropics works on the bottom camp.
I gotta say they did pretty well, though. They lost half of that bottom tower, but otherwise their wall's still pretty intact.
Lunara coming to help out the finishing part of this Bruiser camp, but Aesop able to take it with just under half life. First Shrine is active up top.
And that's going to be, looks like a Mortar Punisher.
Yeah, and is Liquid Metal going to try and get Bruisers before the Shrine? It looks like it.
I think so.
Flint Tropics clearly not waiting for them as they start the camp here.
Absolutely. Chromie's in bot lane. She's still trying to clear out that objective, that camp down there, but now she's going to start rotating up.
D.Va just trying to keep the D.Va and Zul'jin. Very tough when you got a camp helping you there. And Mal'Ganis, Lunara, Hager just bouncing all the way up and down as they're going. But Liquid Metal's back and ready to engage. Uther running.
But they're still 5v4 though. Chromie's not quite there yet. They need to start getting on this thing though. It's 20-0.
D.Va's trying to zone a bit. ETC stun. Chromie's hitting him hard.
That slide down.
They're all retreating for the time being here. 20 minions down on the Shrine. So they're going back to try and keep pushing that number a bit.
Yeah, Liquid Metal tapping up, trying to get their health bars a little more healthy so that they can step back in here. Both teams committing all 5 players to this Shrine, trying to get this objective. Mal'Ganis is going to go in, but gets stunned by the Uther, sleeps on his way out. ETC just missing a slide. But
Zul'jin,
D.Va
of course, still also has to deal with the camp that was there as well.
Oh,
Liquid
yeah.
Metal's able to push out Flint Tropics.
The Flint Tropics only needs 5 more here.
Oop. Looks like they're trying to figure out if they can get down Zul'jin.
So close.
So close. D.Va's out of her mech. And Mal'Ganis
Zul'jin
just
hitting
trying to sneak those last few ones for an Infernal. I don't know if it's going to work for him.
Oh, he might go down here.
Look at that escape with 100 life, and Raynor's down.
Raynor goes
pushing
down
Chromie
on the
back.
line.
And the Mortar Punisher for Flint Tropics. Really nice job there.
Lunara also gets out with just 20 health.
Couple Mortar Blasts.
So low.
D.Va knocked out of her mech, and the Mortar just finishes real quickly.
If you get stunned by that Punisher, it's a death sentence very often.
Absolutely. And just a nice push by Flint Tropics now. Both towers are down. Wall is
Oh
down.
no! ETC!
Oh. And the Mortar is just chasing a Chromie.
And you also see, look at the rest of Flint Tropics. They've got Mal'Ganis in mid, Lunara down here. They're going to try to take this camp too, and they're going to get this first fort.
Fort is down. They're going to push. It looks like Mal'Ganis and Lunara on one camp. They're just finishing it. Hager finishing up on the other side over here. D.Va will keep the lane, but I don't know if she's coming in to intercept. And the Mortar Punisher is going to fall, but Lucio and Zul'jin will escape with a fort, 2 towers, and the wall. Really nice job there.
Absolutely. Very impressive. Very impressive first push. And they get this camp going.
You have Hager at the bottom who'll deal with one more camp, but again, 2 camps pushing from mid. Liquid Metal has to deal with that, and it's allowing Hager to really just get this camp cleared without really much interference.
Yeah, and we also see some ults coming out on the side of Flint Tropics.
Yeah, walk us through who's taking hit what.
Hager took his Hortipult, Lunara took Leaping Strike, and Taz Dingo on the Zul'jin. Typical ult so far. We haven't seen Mal'Ganis or Lucio yet. Yeah, there's Lucio with the Sound Barrier.
Sound Barrier makes sense. It worked well for them last round.
Yeah. They're going to need protection from the Uther, Divine Storm, Diva Bomb, Mosh Pit combo.
Say enough ults there?
No. I'll get you more next time.
Fantastic.
We still haven't seen what Mal'Ganis wants to take, though.
Yeah. He just picked.
Dark Conversion. Gonna get real low and swap healths.
They still have the ult advantage. They're able to push out that bottom lane. Hager once again starting bruisers. Flint Tropics has done an unbelievable job at just securing all of the camps going on this game.
Yeah, they really have. Liquid Metal is just hitting 10 now, so they probably want to look to try to find and take a fight that they could win, ideally.
Absolutely. Why don't you walk us through the heroic choices on Liquid Metal?
Sure. ETC with that Mosh Pit, Raynor with the Hyperion, Chromie taking Slowing Sands this game, Diva with the Micro Missiles, and Divine Storm coming out from the Uther.
They're so good at clearing those camps. And Liquid Metal takes the bruisers on their side as well.
Well done from both teams here. You know, I gotta say, Liquid Metal is doing a pretty good job of stabilizing. They're a level behind, but that's okay. They're trying to look for a fight here.
Ooh, absolutely. And Chromie, Sandblast.
Two-man Mosh Pit.
Absolutely.
Very well done. This is what I'm talking about. Liquid Metal knew they needed to get something here, and they took it. Very well done. Happy to see it. Especially because I want to see Liquid Metal win. I want to go to a game 3. So I am sorry, Flint Tropics, for rooting against you. It is nothing personal.
For me, it's a little bit personal, but not much.
Okay. Well, you let them know in chat afterwards. The message that happens.
Nice job by Liquid Metal pushing down that bottom. Shrine is up in 5 seconds. You see Hager and Mal'Ganis already waiting by. We'll see if they get a quick start on that or if they're going to kind of wait. Nope, it's popped.
Yeah, they want to get as much as they can before they need to leave. They don't have a healer here, though. Lucio's coming in from the bot lane, so not sure what they want to do here.
Lunara working on that Uther there for a moment. 100 life.
Uther goes down.
Raynor goes down. ETC has fallen back a little bit. Diva trying to create some space. Mal'Ganis able to take Chromie out on the right. And ETC is retreating, but I don't think it's going to be enough there. Nice job by Liquid Metal.
Nice job indeed.
Zul'jin chasing Diva
Flint Tropics.
Sorry. Nice job by Flint Tropics there. I told you, I'm a little bit personal and not rooting for them. I'm
Liquid Metal loses a bunch in this team fight, but they're going to get back up, and it doesn't look like they can contest objective in time, so I think they're just going to try to clear lanes and, again, try to stabilize.
Absolutely, and you see Hager was taking that siege camp during the objective. He's now at the bottom, looking to take another lane. Mal'Ganis, Lunara, Zul'jin, and Lucio coming for the mid-push.
Yeah, I think they're saying they're 14. The enemy team just has 13s. They want to get a keep here. Protector leaps onto Uther. Uther going to be stunned this whole time, and Uther goes down.
Diva's in Slowing Sands, knocked out of her mech. Nice boop by Lucio, and Lunara is able to finish her.
Chromie pops her stasis to try to stay alive, but it is not quite enough, and she goes down as well. That's 3 deaths on the side of Liquid Metal, and Flint Tropics is just going to push in here hard on this keep. I don't think they're going to leave either. I think they say, we have 3 kills, we want to keep.
Hager just finished the siege camp as well. He's coming to join the fray. Looks like the keep is going to go down.
Oh.
Ooh, a mosh pit that unfortunately ETC gets knocked out of. A couple of stuns, and he and Uthernet both fall.
Wow, Flint Tropics is just really on top of the follow-up. As soon as that Mal'Ganis goes in with a sleep or a stun, their team is right behind them to follow up. Are they going to call for core here?
Are retreating here for a moment.
They're up 16s, they're 3 levels up. And they have 2 kills. Oh, they're so low. Raynor and Chromie get out just barely with their lives.
And that is a
And
catapult and 4 siege on the core there for a moment.
This might be game. Let's see if Liquid Metal can push them off. They got a kill on the Hogger.
Yeah, Raynor and Chromie, nice job comboing there. Now we're working on Zul'jin. Pops his Taz Dingo.
But Raynor's going to go down, and this
away.
whole time, the siege camp is just hammering away.
Absolutely.
Lunara going to pull looping strikes, and that is going to be game, folks.
Really, really nice game there. Good job by Flint Tropics. The ability to take so many of those camps definitely helped in there at the end, as they had 4 siege minions just hammering away on that.
Yeah, they really did a good job of keeping the staggers up. They kept trying to get some picks, and they were able to keep them coming as that whole thing happened.
Yeah. And we're going to keep your screen here rather than a post-game screen, just to see if we can avoid a stinger music one more time. But some really nice game there by Flint Tropics. 19 kills, nearly 60,000 healing by Lucio. And you can see that Zul'jin nearly doubled in hero damage from Chromie.
Yeah, well, he just had so much opportunity to auto attack. Misos called it out in chat that Zul'jin, ETC is hard to play into a Zul'jin. He just gets poked out so easily.
Absolutely.
And I think Zul'jin was like, I'm gonna stack on you. You want axe? I'll give you axe.
Absolutely. Let's just do a little bit of a talent. I mean, that Hogger as well, the ability to just take so many camps during the game on his own and do them quickly so he can re-engage back into the team fights was, there's pressure from all lanes coming really at all moments.
Yeah, absolutely. They never really let up either. They did a really, really good job of always keeping that pressure. Let's see if we can get either of them in here for a quick interview.
That would be great.
Yeah, hold on. Let me reach out at a interview.
Usually in a post game we could talk about all the talents that were chosen, but in this particular instance, there's 15 of them that are left blank.
Right. This is just
a sub 12-minute game.
I know. I'm just very, very impressed on the side of Flint Tropics.
Absolutely. And once again, while we're waiting to see if we could get a quick post-game interview, thanks again for everybody who joined us, who rated us. This is at the time where my co-caster TRX would ask for your follows. It's how we live or die on our quest to get 50 followers. We want you to be able to vote in chat. And when we are, again, sorry about some of our stinger audio issues, we will make sure those are fixed for the next game we cast.
We will certainly look into that. We spent a bunch of time today working on it, and apparently not enough. So.
Unrelated, I have a check in the mail from the composer for the amount of times I did make you listen to that, so take my apologies with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's about, right? Getting those royalty checks. Wait, why do you get the check? The royalties usually go to them, right? You're paying for the music? Is that how it works?
It's like a referral fee.
Oh, I see. Looks like we are going to get an interview. Just got to see if we can get them...
Fantastic.
Find a place for it. I'm going to hop over to that channel.
All right. Okay, so hopefully Captain and some of the team members of Flint Tropics... Oh, Aesop has just joined us here. Congratulations. Really nice game.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you feeling? 2-0 domination. Really well done.
Yeah. We had kind of had our hesitations with Liquid Metal, because the first time we played them, I remember they were a really tough matchup. But Draven really came through for us. Big Balla, who's our main tank, he has some personal things to take care of, but he's really the heart and soul of the team. So we really did this for him.
Well, I have to say, you certainly did very well for him without your heart and soul. It's very impressive. And yes, Draven on the Chromie. Eldion, you had some of those stats there. What was
Yeah,
the
I
damage?
think 131,000 if I have my number correctly, 130,000 damage. For hero damage from that Chromie, just absolutely insane, and frankly, the ability to get that Sandblast quest done so quickly.
Yeah. He really defines no I in team, even though he really seems like the only one in the team doing everything. But um, he always gives 110%. So that's kind of what we expected from him.
There's both an I and a me in Chromie for those keeping track at home. And, really, as I'm thinking about these games, I mean, the message I think you're sending to all other teams saying if you're late to a game, this is what you could expect. Just really nice showing.
Yeah, we had to take it out on something. But yeah, hopefully they got their hotel situation sorted out. I know their captain was running late, but
yes, sorry for those in chat. Their captain was having a little bit of difficulties. I think they were moving today, so probably didn't having a game today probably added to the stress. I imagine, as everybody knows, moving is never fun.
But I think it's important to have the right priorities in life. And HOTS 1, moving 2, everything else, 3 through 11. So you picked both maps here. So, walk us through your thought process on Volskaya, on Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, so our map pool, I mean, it's not really a secret anymore. We really only play 2 to 3 maps. So if any team wants to try us on any other map, we're welcome to... We're going to welcome that challenge. But yeah, those are our comfort picks. We have a strategy set for both maps. And Volskaya is, Big Balla's favorite map, so we kind of picked it in dedication to him.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Eldion, you were keeping track. You got that heal camp out 3-4 times. It's very you have that map down. Very clockwork, very precision.
Yeah, the health pack, we always forget about it, but yeah, this game we were just so on top of everything. Big Ball was kind of on everyone's mind, and this would have been something he would have told us. Always get the health pack. Don't give it up for free. So
yeah, just and across both your games, really, your ability to clear camps, and I say your ability, I specifically actually mean you, because the way that you as Hager were clearing so many of those camps so quickly, I felt that really in every lane there was pressure. In some capacity, and frankly, at the end of game 2, where you have 5 creep minions or 5 siege minions on that core, it's just so hard to stop.
Yeah, I usually don't play the bruiser role, so I just did what I could and cleared camps, which seemed easy to me. I didn't want to get into too many team fights or do any 1v1s with their diva, because I didn't feel too confident, going to that matchup. So I just did as many camps as I could, and then just press R at the right times and hope things work out.
And I do want to say this, and I think it's an important point. In the event that you watch the recording, we had a little bit of some sound and audio issues, and I want you to know that LxTRex here is entirely responsible for those.
Oh yeah.
So if you run into issues,
yeah, we usually watch the games after the matches, and then we'll kind of recap and try to see what casters pick out on and try to learn from you guys.
That's definitely not the right direction for you, and after a performance like that, I think you should learn from us. Let me be very clear right out of the gate there.
Yes, to say that we are the experts would not be true by any means, because you guys really showed everybody how it's done tonight. Very well done, really impressive.
Thank you.
Do you want to have a moment to give any shout outs you'd like to say?
Big shout out to Big Ball Teabag. He's the heart and soul of the team, the main tank. In the second lead, Draven for doing what he usually does. Shout out to you guys for casting the match, and shout out to Liquid Metal. They always give us good matches. So hope they kind of pull through. I think they're still in the playoff hunt, so we'll be watching their games too.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Thanks again for letting us cast your game. We do appreciate it. And for all of our viewers, and there was many follows during this game, so we are very appreciative to you, the viewers, as well.
Yeah. Thank you again, Aesop, for giving us this interview. Good luck. You said you had 2 more regular season games
Yeah, we got two,
matches.
one tomorrow and one on Sunday.
Oh wow.
So we're fighting for the third seed right now. I think we're tied for fourth.
And
Okay.
speaking of fighting for that seed, it does remind me as you listen to this. Recording on game 2, it might sound like we were not rooting for you, like we were rooting for a game 3. I assure you that was not the case. You should just ignore that part of the commentary
Okay,
at all times.
We'll make note of that.
But yeah, thank you again. Good luck, and have a great night. Say
Thank you.
thank you
Yeah, you
again
too.
to your team as well. Yeah, take
All
care.
right.
Thank you, and thank you again for watching. We'll be rating somebody shortly if you stick around, and we appreciate all the follows and all the support you've given us.
Yeah, and sorry for all of the audio things. All of the OBS stuff that's on Eldion's computer is obviously my fault. I will work very hard to fix this in the future. But yeah, really, thank you for watching. We'll look to pick up another game. Hopefully, maybe this weekend or next week.
Thanks again, and give us a few moments, and we'll go raid somebody to keep your viewing up for Thursday night.
Yeah, it looks like Himibo is casting a Div A West game that hasn't quite started yet. Still waiting for them to start. So they might be in the same sort of boat as we were, where we were waiting on a team. But we're going to send you over to them, and thank you so much.
Thanks so much, and just give us a few moments. We'll send you on your way.